This exercise is called banded bridges. This is an advanced exercise to the standard body weight bridge. So we're going to use a few extra tools to gain some of that extra workload. Tool number one is going to be a mini band. You want it to sit just above the knees comfortably. And then we're also going to use something to engage the lats, which are the muscle that run right down the outside of the rib cage here. So we're going to use a sandbag in this video. You can also just use a stretch strap or a bungee cord, or if you don't have anything to pull on at all, I'll show you a variation for that as well. The specific muscle group that we're working on with this exercise is the glutes and the glute medius in particular. The mini band, you'll see at the top of the motion, when we flare the knees, that is going to initiate activation of the glute medius muscle. But it's important for the whole bridge that you focus on the glutes as a whole, the butt as a whole. Use that, try to stay away from the hamstrings taking over or anything else jumping on board. So let's get in position. So we're gonna be down on your back. You wanna walk your feet in close to your butt. If you have something to pull against, like I said, I'm using a sandbag here, you want to go ahead and get that in your hands right over your shoulders. Now, when I pull on this bag, that forces my shoulder blades back into the floor, which activates that lat muscle that I referenced and helps me to get more control of my glutes and my core. So, once I pull on that, I'm going to tuck my abs in nice and tight and go ahead and squeeze my butt. So I'm just flexing my butt up nice and tight, pushing through my heels and driving up to the top of the motion. Once I'm up here, I'm gonna flare my knees, keeping that height to my hips so that I don't sag out of it. I wanna stay up at the top, hold for about 5 seconds, come back in, and then come down to the bottom. If I don't have anything in my hands, it would look like this. I would push my hands together, but still pull my shoulder blades back into the floor, still tuck my abs in, squeeze my butt, push through my heels, and push up to the top of the motion, squeezing my butt the whole time, not letting my hamstrings take over, flaring the knees, to get that extra little activation, come back in and down. If you find that it's too hard for you to maintain that height as you push the knees out, you can activate those at the bottom of the motion. So it would look like this. You would do the same setup, tuck the abs in, squeeze the butt, go ahead and push the knees out at the bottom, still push through the heels, and work up to the top. Whichever way you find gives you the best contraction is just fine. Go ahead and do 10 repetitions and go for 2 to 3 sets of that.